Hey everybody, okay, here's the next part of the quilt. We've done the 4-patch. We did this part yesterday, and today I cut out this piece. This is 6.5 by 2.5, as is this one, and this is still a 2.5-inch square. This ends the section right here. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. It'll finish to 8.5 inches. The whole block being 16.5 inches square. It'll fit 16 inches in the quilt when we start putting them next to each other. So here's what I have. I have my stack of 6.5 by 2.5 pieces cut. I put everything in my scrap quilts. This is a piece of flannel, and I had a piece of it, and I think I got about 8 pieces out of it. This was a bigger piece of unbleached muslin, and I got a bigger piece out of that. So then you're just going to lay it out, and you want to be careful so that the continuity is there. You want to make sure you keep your 4-patch, the original 4-patch, in the lower left-hand corner, and then you're working out. So when I take it to the sewing machine, I'm going to do the same thing that I did the other day. This pile is all stacked and ready to go. I'm going to make sure that I don't have the same color next to it, and I'll sew this in, and then I'll flip this on top of it, and it should be the same size as my quilt block, and I'll just stitch back both of these, and then when I open it up, I'll have the block finished and then sew here. It's the same process I did yesterday with this one. I don't know if I'm going to get all of it done today. We'll just see how I feel, but the next time you see this block, it'll have these pieces sewn to it, and I'll take it and lay it out, and I'll show you how I put the pieces together to assemble the quilt top. Again, I do it a little differently than most people. I have a quilt in a day method from when I used to teach for them, and it's been serving me well for about 30 years, so I'm not about to stop now. But this will be the next set of blocks, and remember, this is 2.5 inches square. This is 2.5 by 6.5. 2.5 by 6.5. These are all 2.5 inches. These are 2.5 inches, and this is 2.5 by 4.5. So those are the dimensions for the quilt. Okay, so if you're not where I'm at, you have a couple of days to get there, and then we'll pick it up. Putting the blocks together will be the next step. Have a great day.